The black hole, the most destructive force in the universe, created when a massive star collapses on itself, causing it to go supernova. So, what happens if you're caught inside a black hole? Well, a person's body will begin to pull apart, separating from the bones, the muscles, and yes, molecules. This painful pulling apart is actually called spaghettification. Yes, that term does exist. So, what happens when you try to harness this power? The question is, how far are we willing to go in order to discover ways for deep space travel? So, welcome back to Beyond Our World here on Horror Fiend TV as we look to answer some of those questions I just asked. So, are you ready for this one? Because this one, you will search deep within your own soul.
At 0300 this morning, TDRS picked up an automated navigation beacon broadcasting at 2-minute intervals in Neptune orbit.
This is incredible. It's the event horizon. She's come back.
Where's she been for the last 7 years, Doctor?
That's what we're here to find out. This ship has been beyond the boundaries of our universe.
Vacate. I want off this ship.
You can't leave. She won't let you. God help us.
Directed by Paul W. S. Anderson. And the cast included samneill as Dr. William Weir and Lawrence Fishburne as Captain Miller. The Event Horizon was launched as a research vessel to explore the deepest corners of space. After its launch, it disappeared and reappeared 7 years later. A crew was put together in order to find out exactly what happened to the Event Horizon and what exactly happened to her crew. Now, we are introduced to Dr. Weir, who was the person who created the Event Horizon.
The Event Horizon was the culmination of a secret government project to create a spacecraft capable of faster-than-light flight. The ship doesn't really go faster than light. What it does is it creates a dimensional gateway that allows it to jump instantaneously from one point of the universe to another light years away.
It was here between these 2 points that the Event Horizon disappeared for those 7 years. Once aboard the Event Horizon, the answers to what happens to the crew becomes a dark and gruesome reality. The rescue crew begins to have hallucinations that are somehow tied into their personal demons.
The ship is reacting to us and the reactions are getting stronger.
What are you telling me? That this ship is alive?
I have such wonderful things to show you.
Oh my God!
It knows my secrets. It knows my fears.
Now, to make matters worse, the Lewis and Clark, which is the vessel that was used in order to find the Event Horizon, was damaged in the process of boarding the Event Horizon. As the crew finds a way in order to fix their ship and find the answers exactly what happened to the crew of the Event Horizon, we soon begin to find out exactly, especially in one particular gruesome scene, exactly what happened to the original crew of the Event Horizon. Well, let's just say they kind of succumbed to evil and went into some kind of a frenzy. Now, after watching this video log, this is where the movie takes a more of a turn, as Weir and Captain Miller are at odds, as Captain Miller seeks to basically get his team out of there and leave the Horizon where she is. However, Weir does not like the idea and feels that they cannot leave her, which is the Event Horizon, there without finding exactly what other answers they could possibly have and what exactly is about the gravity drive that kind of brings Weir a little bit into a darker side. there's actually one scene in this film where Captain Miller tells Weir, look, we are leaving, we are going home. And Weir looks at him, walking backwards into the shadow. I am home. Now, after this confrontation between Weir and Miller, things start taking even a darker turn as well. Let's just say Weir wants to make sure that nobody's going anywhere. Event Horizon is a unique science fiction horror film that blends the horrors of space with the horrors that lie within us. There is something about this film that brings the darker side and the hidden secrets of each, well, some of the crew members of the Lewis and Clark. These inner demons are what drives this movie. Now, this movie has some very good gory scenes. There's various deaths that happen in this film that I enjoyed watching, that they, for their time, they were actually pretty gruesome. And the fact that it was the darker side of people that was brought out by the gravity device. And well, this kind of led certain individuals to their deaths. Samneill, who at the time was more famous for the Jurassic Park films, plays a very great villain in this film, midway of the film towards the end. The fact that he is defending his creation, what he gave life to. The fact that he was able to harness the power of the black hole into his gravity device in order to bend time and space to achieve deep space travel. And he was not going to let it go or disappear. Now remember, his only desire was to find and save the ship, which after certain incidents in the film, Captain Miller did not want to hear it. He was ready to go. And yes, this film is worth a watch. Event Horizon, 1997, a film that still to this day, I believe, stands the test of time and is one of the best science fiction horror films that there is, because of the simple fact it takes the horrors of the unknown and the horrors of within into one film that's packed with a lot of good, intensive scenes. But yes, Event Horizon, definitely watch it. Like I said, I don't review and give scores. I'm just bringing you movies that I believe in the science fiction genre that takes place in the great beyond that you should watch. So what film am I going to do next? Well, kind of torn between two. One is, well, possibly an origin story into the xenomorphs, or another psychological science fiction film called Pandorum. Let me know which one of these two that you want me to do. Yeah, here, stuck in space. You can tell, got to shave. This deep space travel is fun. So yes, this is GR for Beyond Our Worlds. Until next time, peace.